Hello, hello! Take my congratulations, you have already passed a long and difficult road and now you can finally feel the real power of Elasticsearch while using a combination of logical boolean operations. So what Elasticsearch proposes for us? First of all, that is a must or must not pair. While having a must condition, document had to suit in it to order to appear at result search list. Then we have should. That affects score. If such a condition is met, the document gets an additional relevance bonus and is ranked high at search results. And we also have a filter that simply excludes documents without affecting score at all. There are several rules that we have to remember. Use query clauses for full text search or for any conditions that should affect the relevant score, and use filters for everything else. Why? Performance. Filters are much more faster than any other boolean operations. Another rule, if there are no must conditions, then at least one should clause has to match. Sounds tricky, agree, but suppose I would be able to clarify it at practice part. But thanks to that rule, we can construct complicated OR operations. And the last one. If there is at least one must clause, no should clauses are required to match. Thanks to should clauses, we can manipulate by relevance like a circus juggler. That is the real power. Let's perform a little task or maybe even not a little to the end. So imagine that we have to create the next search. Find all hotels that have word golden or silver at its name, don't have the word simple inside the name. Hotels are suited within 30 km radius from concrete location. It is essential for us, but not compulsory, to have restaurant at hotel. It would be nice to stay at rather young hotel than an old one, for sure. And we are interested at only 4 or 5 stars hotel. So let's build such query together. Here I have prepared a solution at Postman. Let's put it at the left side and keep our task definition at right. Let's have a look at the query. First of all, I've added here some pagination, so it is realized by using words from and size. It is not essential at our case while we are having only 3 documents at our hotels to index, but I decided to add it here and to show you how is it done. Okay, so next we have our query and it is start with a bool section. And that section notifies Elasticsearch that we are going to use different boolean combinations inside it. So first of all we have must not, and as you can see that is our requirement from task definitions, don't have the word simple inside its name. So we are adding keyword must not, and we are using our base DSL query match name simple. So in that case we will not include to our search results any documents that have a simple word inside its name. Let's go further and let's span out our must block. As you can see, it consists of 2 parts. First of all, we are adding first must condition, and that we are interested only at 4 or 5 star hotels. We can achieve it by adding range DSL query, so we are performing it within stars field and we want to get only greater or equal 4. Okay, and next one block is rather interesting. So here we again applying bool section, and that time we are using should, and that is the part of our task definition have words golden or silver at its name. While using should in such a way, we are performing or boolean condition. So either golden or silver should appear at our document, and as you can see that is also inside a must construction. So here we are finished with must block. Let's go further and open our should section, and here we have 2 conditions more. First of all, that is match info facilities restaurant, and according to our task definition that would be the part it is essential for us but not compulsory to have a restaurant at our hotel. And the next one that it would be nice to stay at rather young hotels and old one, and here we are taking such conditions that it would be great to have hotels aged that less than 9 years old. There is another interesting block filter, we have already met it at previous lectures, that is our geo distance filters. So we are saying that we are interested only at hotels that are situated at 30 km radius from some concrete location. And if you will think it from production perspective, it is rather essential to have such filters, as imagine that you have millions of such documents, millions of hotels, and you want to perform some complicated query that consists of maybe tens of such boolean conditions, and every such boolean block has tens of queries inside it, and you have to calculate the relevance to every such a document. Then all the documents should be sorted according to the relevance score. All that takes a time, so it is better to cut our search space as much as possible before performing such operation. For example, in that case we are using GeoFilter. For sure it will reduce the amount of documents that we have to process while calculating the relevance, and such a query will work very fast, probably only several milliseconds, while without applying any filters and making such complicated search operation within millions of documents, it can be 100 milliseconds, maybe 200 milliseconds. In some applications it does not matter, but for some of them time is rather sensitive and we have to take care about it. I also added one more block here, that is sort. I simply wanted to show you how to use sorting at Elasticsearch. At default, sorting is performed via our score. So every document gets some score value, and that reflects how good current document suits to our search query. But imagine situations that we have, for example, 2 hotels that, or maybe even more, 10 hotels with the same score. And it is also possible. And we can add additional sorting field, name, but pay attention that we are using here keyword. As you remember, we applied multi-field mapping for hotel's name field. And I want to show you that without it, we will get an error. Do you see that message? Text fields are not optimized for operations that require per document field data like aggregations and sorting. That is the reason we did it, as while making sorting, the algorithms are completely another than while we are doing some full text searches. So, as you see, for sorting and aggregations you have to use not analyzed version of document property. Okay, so let's run our query and let's maximize our window and see at our results. So we have got 2 documents, 2 hits. First of all, that is our golden star, and as you can see at the score position, it's much more higher than the second search result value, that is our silver star hotel. And that is easy to explain while taking that we applied additional should conditions. For example, it was essential for us to have a restaurant, and as you can see, golden has such a facility while our silver star hotel not. So as a result, golden star hotel got additional relevance bonus. In addition, our age is only 7 at golden star hotel, and here we have 9. So as a result, again, golden star hotel was more highly scored than its opponent. And that is why golden star is much more relevant, and it sounds logic, yes, when we are looking to our data. But I want to show you one more thing. Imagine that you got some results, but you can't understand why Elasticsearch gave such high scores for some documents. How to examine such a case? There is a special API for that purpose, and it is called explain. And the one thing you have to do is simply to put a whole your query, the same as we used it previously, then the ID of documents that you want to examine, and then you click send. And here are the results of explanation. As you can see, Elasticsearch provides us detailed information how that score was calculated, why that document got a coding number. As you can see, there are a lot of different strange and complicated math formulas. And for the most curious, I will add link to attachment where you can read more about it, how all that performs, what does it mean, equal, what does it mean TF, that is term frequency, or IDF, that is document frequency. Those are rather also essential conceptions. So please read this article. I suppose that you will find it rather interesting. That is what I wanted to tell you at the current lecture. And that is the last lecture at Elasticsearch Basics section. Thank you. Thank you for being with me all the time. I hope that you get a lot of interesting information, and it is time to make a little summary. So within that section we got some Docker basics, and you are able to easily run Elasticsearch as a standalone instance or even like a 3-node cluster using prepared Docker Compose configuration files. You already got acquainted with such conceptions as relevance and scar, analyzers and tokenizers. You learn how to create indexes in the right way using explicitly set mappings. Finally, you already know how to talk with Elasticsearch using REST API, how to perform all CRUD operations. You learn basic DSL queries, equal match, term, range, and how to combine all these queries at complex structures using boolean operations and filters. Wow, cool! And the next course section we are going to go even further. Using your current knowledge, we are going to create an advanced search system step by step on a real example of a simplified booking conversion, but with super additional features. So let's continue our study and see you in the next section.